In this video, we're going to walk you through how to convert your retro refrigerator into a homebrew beer dispensing kegerator. Begin by measuring your fridge inside and out to determine the best location for your faucet. Once you've selected the location for your faucet, make a small mark with a Sharpie or other marker. We recommend using a nail or other sharp object to make a pilot hole in this mark. This will help hold your drill bit in place when you begin to use your hole saw. After drilling through the front side of the refrigerator, allow only the drill bit portion to exit the back side of the refrigerator. Then move to the back side of the refrigerator door and finish with the hole saw. You can use a vacuum to suck out any debris left in the hole. Next, slip the black collar over the shank and insert through the hole in the front of the fridge. Back inside the fridge, secure the shank with the lock nut. Attach your faucet to the front of the shank by spinning the collar counterclockwise. Then secure the faucet tightly with a faucet wrench. This kegerator setup will be using a homebrew style ball lock keg. The liquid line assembly comes configured with a ball lock disconnect on one end and a standard beer nut on the other end. Insert the beer washer into the beer nut and secure the nut on the back side of the shank. Then secure the nut tightly using your deluxe faucet wrench. If you're looking to serve beer from a commercial beer keg or any other type of keg beverage, we have kits for every type of keg in the industry. Now that your conversion is complete, you can set your keg along with the CO2 tank inside the refrigerator and connect both the liquid and gas lines to the keg, and you're ready to start serving. If you choose to install a drip tray on the refrigerator, it's a good idea to grab a few different size glasses. This will help you determine how low you want to mount your drip tray from the faucet. Once you've determined the appropriate height for the drip tray, make sure it's level and use a Sharpie to mark your anchor points. Next, pre-drill some small pilot holes, and you're ready to screw in your mounting screws. When screwing in the screws, make sure to not thread them in all the way. You need to leave about a 1/16 of an inch gap for the drip tray to hook over them and lock securely in place.